Have you ever wondered why some older adults who live alone remain joyful, healthy, and full of inspiration each day, while others gradually fall into a sense of isolation, sadness, or even depression? Living alone in old age is no longer uncommon. While it's a choice many make to preserve independence and freedom, it also brings with it a number of quiet challenges. The emptiness after meals alone, long evenings without conversation, or having to handle everything by oneself. These can slowly erode one's joy for life without even realizing it. Unfortunately, many people only recognize this after experiencing a fall, an illness, or a quiet sense of despair. But you don't have to wait until then. Today's video will reveal 9 common mistakes older adults often make when living alone, from neglecting mental health to overlooking everyday safety risks, and offer simple yet effective ways to prevent them. If you are living alone or have a loved one in this situation, don't skip this. Small changes today can make a big difference in the future. Leave a comment to share. Have you or a loved one ever experienced something similar? What is the biggest challenge of living alone in old age? Now let's begin exploring from the seemingly small things that deeply affect the quality of life later on. When living alone, the first thing many people think of is freedom. No interruptions, no need to please anyone, no adjusting to someone else's schedule. But that very absolute freedom can quietly push us into a dangerous state: isolation. Have you ever noticed that an entire week can go by without talking to anyone besides the delivery person or the cashier? Do those meals become so silent that you can hear the clinking of your spoon against the plate? Loneliness isn't just a fleeting sense of boredom, it's a prolonged condition that can deeply affect both your physical and mental health. Many studies have shown that social isolation increases the risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even shortens life expectancy. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that socially isolated seniors have up to a 50% higher risk of premature death compared to those who stay socially connected. This isn't just a dry statistic, it's a wake-up call. Humans are made to connect. When we lack conversation, hugs, or even a look of shared understanding, our minds begin to freeze. The good news is, you don't need a huge circle of friends or constant social events to feel connected. Just a few meaningful relationships, a neighbor, or a weekly group gathering can be enough to warm the heart. Social connection doesn't need to be noisy. It just needs to be genuine and consistent. So how do you avoid falling into isolation while living alone? Start with small actions that have a lasting impact. Joining local community groups is one of the most effective ways. Most cities have senior centers offering activities like gentle yoga, art classes, or book clubs. If you enjoy helping others, volunteering is also a great option, from reading to children, assisting in nursing homes, or cooking for the homeless. Technology can also be a powerful ally. If your loved ones live far away, schedule weekly video calls. It may feel awkward at first, but over time, it becomes a comforting habit that fosters closeness. Don't hesitate to invite a neighbor over for tea, go for a walk with someone, or simply chat with a familiar face at the park. A small act of reaching out can lead to big changes. You can also use apps like Meetup, Nextdoor, or Facebook groups to find others with similar interests and a desire to connect. Whether you love painting, gardening, or reading, there's always a group out there waiting for you. No matter your age, or whether you live in a bustling city or a quiet rural area, keeping your heart connected is always possible. Every phone call you make, every group meeting you attend, even a simple conversation with a stranger in the park, all of these help protect your mental well-being and nourish your emotional life. And once you have someone to share with, you'll find more motivation to care for yourself too. That's why, in the next section, we'll take a closer look at something just as important. Never neglect your health, both physical and mental. When we're young, it's easy to skip meals, stay up late, or overwork without seeing immediate consequences. But as we age, our bodies become less forgiving. And when living alone, maintaining a consistent healthcare routine becomes even more crucial, and yet all too easy to overlook. Have you ever forgotten to take your medications simply because no one reminded you? Skipped a regular checkup thinking, "I'll go tomorrow," or told yourself, "I'll start exercising soon," only to let weeks pass by? For older adults living alone, taking care of one's health isn't just a choice. It's the foundation for living independently, safely, and with quality. According to the American Heart Association, older adults are at higher risk for chronic illnesses such as hypertension, diabetes, osteoporosis, and cognitive decline. Without loved ones around to provide reminders, it becomes easier to neglect personal health management. Many hospital visits could have been avoided, caused simply by missed medication, ignoring early symptoms, or overlooking the body's warning signs. And beyond physical health, mental well-being is equally vulnerable, especially when there's no one to share emotions with, or when seniors begin to feel they no longer matter. The good news is that health is something we can take charge of. Even while living alone, you can absolutely build a healthy lifestyle and create your own support system. Start by setting up clear reminders. Use a smartphone, a smartwatch, or apps like Medisafe to keep track of medication schedules, doctor appointments, and other important health tasks. Another vital habit is regular exercise. You don't need a gym membership or a high-intensity routine. Just 20 to 30 minutes of daily walking around your neighborhood, gentle yoga at home, or joining senior fitness classes at a local community center can help maintain flexibility, strengthen your heart, and uplift your mood. Nutrition plays a key role as well. When living alone, many people fall into eating whatever is quick or skipping meals altogether. Aim to maintain a balanced diet, rich in vegetables, whole grains, and fish, while limiting processed foods. If you don't enjoy cooking, consider healthy meal delivery services or batch-cooked meals to store and eat throughout the week. Don't forget your mental health. Stress, anxiety, and loneliness can silently weaken your immune system and negatively affect sleep, memory, and mood. Meditation, journaling, relaxing music, or speaking with a counselor can help you stay mentally strong. Many organizations offer low-cost or even free mental health services for seniors. Don't hesitate to explore these options when needed. And if things ever feel overwhelming, don't try to handle everything alone. Build a support network, whether it includes your doctor, pharmacist, neighbor, family member, or home care services. Health is not something to sacrifice. It's a precious asset that needs daily care. Living alone doesn't mean neglecting yourself. On the contrary, it's when you need to love yourself even more, through each meal, every night's sleep, and even the smallest pill. When your body is healthy and your mind is clear, that's when you can truly live fully and freely. And once you've taken care of yourself, the next step is to protect the space around you, making sure your home remains safe, comfortable, and ready to support you in every situation. Living alone in old age means you are the only one who can respond in an emergency. There's no one in the next room to hear a fall, no loved one nearby to notice something unusual, no one to call for help if your phone is out of reach. That's why safety isn't just something nice to have. It's an absolute necessity. Have you ever walked through a dark hallway and tripped on a table corner? Felt uneasy stepping into a slippery bathroom? Or startled by an unusual noise outside in the middle of the night? These seemingly small moments are hidden threats that older adults living alone must take seriously. According to the U.S. National Institute on Aging, NIA, falls are the leading cause of serious injuries among people over 65. In fact, 1 in 4 older adults falls at least once a year. What's even more concerning is that a significant number of them live alone, meaning help might come too late. But you don't have to live in fear. Safety is something you can actively establish. And the key is to begin with small, practical, and specific changes. Start by installing emergency alert devices in your home. Tools like wearable emergency buttons, fall detectors, or smart watches with SOS functions allow you to send a quick signal in case of an unexpected incident. Many Medicare programs or community organizations offer financial assistance to access these devices. Next, evaluate and improve your lighting system. Make sure all areas in your home, especially hallways, stairs, the kitchen, and the bathroom, are well lit, even at night. Motion sensor lights or automatic night lights are smart choices that eliminate the need to fumble for switches in the dark. Another crucial aspect is your home's overall security. Doors should have sturdy locks, and windows should be regularly checked. If possible, install surveillance cameras or video doorbells so you can see who's outside without opening the door. Many cities have programs that help older adults install security systems or offer free home safety inspections. Check if your local community has something similar. Don't overlook the risks hidden in small corners of your home. Use non-slip mats in the bathroom and kitchen. Remove loose cords crossing walkways. Replace hard-to-turn knobs with more user-friendly options. And install handrails in key areas like near toilets, sinks, and steps. These may seem like minor details, but they form the front line of your independence. You should also develop personal safety habits. Always carry your phone while moving around the house, regularly check smoke detectors and fire extinguishers, and keep a list of emergency contacts posted in visible spots like on the fridge or next to the landline. Safety shouldn't be a source of worry. It should be the foundation that allows you to live confidently, securely, and on your own terms. When you know you've done everything possible to protect yourself, you'll no longer hesitate with every step you take, every door you open at night, or every strange noise in the dark. And once your home becomes a space you can fully trust, it's time to look at your everyday habits. Because it's often the small things, if left unchecked, that lead to declining health and quality of life. When there's no one around to remind you or share in daily routines, unhealthy habits can quietly slip into your life. A late-night pastry, a morning spent lounging on the couch instead of going for a walk, or a few glasses of wine to help you sleep. These small things, when repeated daily, can take a major toll on your health, especially for older adults living alone. Have you ever found it hard to resist a favorite snack, even though you know it's not good for you? Or told yourself, just today, when skipping a workout? Without someone by your side, these easy decisions become easier to accept, and slowly your body starts to respond. Weight gain, high blood pressure, stiff joints, poor sleep, and fluctuating moods. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, poor diet and lack of exercise are 2 leading factors increasing the risk of chronic illnesses like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity in older adults. Even moderate alcohol use for relaxation can impair liver function, affect memory, and raise the risk of falls. The good news is that unhealthy habits can absolutely be replaced with better choices, not through harsh restrictions, but through awareness and small daily actions. Start with healthy eating. This doesn't mean eliminating every favorite food, but learning to balance. Prioritize vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Limit processed foods, refined sugar, salt, and saturated fats. If you're not used to cooking, prepare small portions in advance or use healthy meal delivery services tailored for seniors, which are becoming increasingly popular. Next is regular movement. You don't need intense workouts, just keep your body moving each day. Walk around the house, do light exercises, practice senior-friendly yoga, or even dance in your living room. There are countless YouTube channels, mobile apps, and free fitness programs designed especially for older adults that you can follow from home. If you've relied on alcohol to unwind or pass the time, try replacing it with mentally uplifting activities, listening to your favorite music, journaling, meditating, reading, or calling a loved one. These not only help you relax, but also support long-term emotional well-being. Also, set small but clear goals. For example, I will walk for 10 minutes every morning. I'll have soda only once a week. Or I'll try one new recipe each month. Having specific goals keeps you motivated and helps you track your progress more easily. You might also keep a health journal to record your meals, physical activities, and emotions each day. This can help you identify habits that need adjustment and recognize what's making you feel healthier and happier. Changing habits doesn't happen overnight, but each small step you take today contributes to a healthier, more independent, and more energetic life tomorrow. No one is born with good habits. They are built through choices repeated every day. And once you've developed positive routines for yourself, you'll notice that life feels lighter, not just physically, but emotionally as well. But to keep that sense of lightness, there's one more important factor. Is the home you live in becoming a burden? Living in a home filled with memories is something many people hope for in their later years. Every wall, every corner holds a piece of the past. But over time, these once comforting spaces can slowly become a burden, physically and emotionally, especially when you're responsible for everything on your own. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by having to clean the entire house when you really only use a few rooms? Or stressed when the plumbing breaks, the roof leaks, or the lawn grows out of control with no one to help? Or perhaps you've felt the weight of age with every step up the stairs. According to statistics from AARP, American Association of Retired Persons, many older adults live in homes larger than their current needs, resulting in excessive time, effort, and money spent on upkeep. Maintaining a large house, from cleaning to repairs, can be exhausting and increase the risk of accidents, especially when you try to handle it all yourself, simply because you're hesitant to ask for help. Instead of letting your home become a burden, it may be time to take a more practical and proactive approach. Downsizing doesn't mean giving up your past. It means prioritizing comfort, safety, and quality of life in the present. There are many suitable housing options for independent older adults: single-story apartments, compact townhomes, or active adult communities where you can enjoy privacy with available support if needed. If you're not ready to leave your current home, consider hiring regular maintenance support. These services can help with house cleaning, lawn care, basic repairs, or even moving heavy items. Many cities offer low-cost or free support programs specifically for older adults. You just need to contact your local senior services center for guidance. Additionally, simplifying your living space can reduce the mental and physical load of upkeep. You don't need to hold on to everything, just in case. Keep only what is truly useful and brings you joy. Reorganize so that everything is easy to reach and use, avoiding the need to bend or stretch excessively. The simpler your space, the lighter you'll feel every day. Don't forget to adapt your home to your needs as you age. If your house has multiple floors, consider moving the bedroom to the ground level, installing handrails in slippery areas, and ensuring all appliances are easy to operate. Small changes today can prevent major problems down the line. For many, changing living arrangements may feel like a loss, but consider it from another angle. It's an opportunity to refresh your life, free up your energy, and devote more time to what truly matters: your health, your relationships, and your joy. A well-organized, right-sized, and easy-to-maintain home doesn't just provide physical comfort, it supports your emotional well-being and reduces the sense of being overwhelmed. When you no longer have to worry about leaky faucets, cluttered attics, or overgrown lawns, you gain more time to focus on yourself, on finding meaning, pursuing hobbies, and living a truly peaceful and fulfilling later life. And that leads us to the next part of our journey: how to hold on to a sense of purpose, even when life is no longer as busy as it once was. Life after retirement often comes with a major shift. No more daily work, no more meetings, packed schedules, or the constant responsibilities of raising children. At first, this change can bring a sense of relief, but over time, if there's nothing to look forward to each morning, a feeling of emptiness may begin to creep in. And when living alone, that void can more easily turn into a sense of isolation and aimlessness. Have you ever asked yourself, "What am I living for now?" or felt like every day blends into the next, with nothing that makes your heart race a little faster? The feeling of having no purpose doesn't arrive loudly. It seeps in quietly during mornings when you don't want to get out of bed, meals you eat just to fill time, and evenings spent in front of the TV simply waiting for the hours to pass. Research from Harvard University shows that older adults who have a clear sense of purpose tend to live longer, stay healthier, and are less likely to suffer from depression compared to those without personal direction. A purpose in life doesn't have to be something grand, like changing the world. It can be something simple, a reason that makes each day feel worth living, an activity you're excited about, a person you want to help, or something new you want to learn. The good news is, no matter your age, you can rediscover or create a sense of purpose for yourself. Start by thinking about your personal interests. It might be something you once loved but set aside because of work or family. Painting, writing, gardening, embroidery, photography, or stamp collecting. Allow yourself to revisit it, even if you think you're too old. Passion knows no age. If personal hobbies aren't enough, consider volunteering. Helping others is one of the most powerful ways to feel that your life matters. You could join community support groups, become a companion to someone else who's lonely, tutor children for free, or simply lend a hand to a neighbor in need. Just being present for someone, even briefly, can brighten their day or even their entire life. Another way to reignite your passion for life is through learning. Many universities and educational organizations offer free or low-cost courses for older adults, covering subjects like art, history, technology, yoga, cooking, and life skills. Exploring new knowledge keeps your mind sharp while also providing a sense of achievement, joy, and social connection. Take time to write down your personal goals. It could be, I want to read 20 books this year. I'm going to learn to play the piano. Or, I will teach my grandchild our family's soup recipe. Your goals don't have to be big, just meaningful and tied to what excites you. If you find it hard to start on your own, seek out a group or community with shared interests. It could be a book club at the local library, an online cooking class, a church volunteer team, or an art class at a community center. Meeting others who share your goals will help keep you motivated and expand your social circle. Waking up with something to look forward to, having something to prepare for each week, or a small challenge to conquer each month. All of these things not only help you live longer, but also help you live more deeply. When you have a sense of purpose, you'll realize that aging isn't about waiting out time, but a second chance to live in alignment with your truest self. And once you've found meaning in each day, you'll also understand that you don't have to do it all alone. Sometimes, knowing how to ask for help at the right moment is one of the wisest and most self-empowered things you can do. Living independently is a source of well-earned pride for many older adults. Being able to care for oneself, manage finances, cook, clean, and make personal decisions is a testament to strength and adaptability. However, the line between independence and stubbornness can be very thin, especially when you start doing everything alone, even when it's beyond your capacity. Have you ever felt exhausted but still insisted on lifting something heavy just because you didn't want to bother anyone? Spent hours fixing a leaking faucet rather than calling a plumber because you thought, I can still do this? Or silently endured loneliness because you didn't want to sound like you were complaining? These seemingly small moments, when compounded, can drain your energy, wear down your spirit, and increase your risk of accidents and depression. According to surveys by the Pew Research Center, many older adults find it difficult to ask for help because they fear being seen as weak, dependent, or a burden. But the truth is, knowing when to seek support and having the courage to ask is a vital skill, especially for those living alone. Doing everything yourself doesn't define strength. Sometimes, true strength lies in knowing when to let go and when to open up. Start by building a friendly relationship with your neighbors. You don't have to be close with everyone, but small gestures like saying hello, having brief conversations, and keeping basic contact can help you feel more secure. In emergencies, a good neighbor could be the first to notice something's wrong and come to your aid. Next, don't hesitate to reach out to family, even if they don't live nearby. A simple call like, could you help me review this document? Or, can someone take me to the doctor this weekend? Can open up emotional connections more than you might expect. Most family members are willing to help. They just need to know what you need. Beyond family, there are many professional services designed to support older adults, from home care and transportation to meal preparation, medication management, and regular checkups. You don't have to shoulder it all alone. Medicare, Medicaid, and local community organizations can help you access these resources affordably and often even for free. You can also create a small support network around you. This might include a neighbor who visits weekly, a friend who calls every Tuesday, or a social worker from a community center who checks in monthly. Taking the initiative to build these connections helps you avoid feeling passive and reminds you that you're cared for without losing your independence. If asking for help feels uncomfortable, start by setting clear boundaries and making specific requests. Instead of saying, I need help, try, Can someone show me how to sign up for a doctor's appointment online? Or, I'd like someone to come with me to the hospital next time. Being specific makes it easier for others to offer meaningful support and makes you feel more at ease. Remember, humans aren't meant to live in isolation. Even simple but sincere relationships are the glue that holds a safe and warm life together. Asking for help doesn't diminish your self-worth. In fact, it's part of connection, of sharing, and something everyone deserves. When you ask for help, you're also giving others the opportunity to show their care and kindness. It's a two-way emotional exchange that nourishes both the giver and the receiver. And once you've learned to lean on others when needed, you'll be even more motivated to keep your living space tidy, safe, and welcoming. Because that's the foundation for maintaining long-term independence. A clean, tidy home isn't just pleasing to the eye. It's a space that nurtures positive emotions and a sense of safety, especially for older adults living alone. Your living environment isn't just where you reside. It reflects your inner state. A cluttered space can mirror a cluttered mind, while an orderly home can bring calm and mental clarity. Have you ever stepped into a room full of stuff and didn't know where to start cleaning? Or felt exhausted just because you couldn't find something you use every day? When living alone, housework often gets postponed. I'll clean tomorrow, or no one's visiting anyway. But these small delays add up, turning your home into a cluttered, even hazardous space for both health and safety. According to the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, poorly organized living spaces are among the top causes of falls, especially for older adults. Rolled-up rugs, exposed electrical cords, and misplaced items in walkways are all preventable risks if we take initiative. The good news is that keeping your home organized doesn't have to be difficult or exhausting. Start by decluttering. Let go of unused items, outdated belongings, or things that just take up space without offering real value. Too much stuff doesn't just consume space. It drains your energy too. Once you've simplified, reorganize everything with practicality in mind. Daily essentials should be placed within easy reach. No bending or stretching required. Group items by function. Kitchen tools in one area, important documents in another, and medications in a designated tray. This not only saves time, but also gives you a clear sense of control. Next, maintain cleanliness through a regular routine. Create a light cleaning schedule or divide tasks across the week. For example, clean the kitchen on Monday, the living room on Tuesday, check the fridge on Wednesday. This helps prevent feeling overwhelmed by trying to do everything at once. If you have physical limitations or health concerns, don't hesitate to ask for help. Family, neighbors, or professional cleaning services can assist on a regular basis. Many cities offer community support programs for senior home care and cleaning, especially in urban areas. Asking for help doesn't lessen your value. It supports your ability to maintain a healthy, uplifting space. Beyond physical arrangement, you can nourish your spirit by adding thoughtful touches. A green plant near the window, light-colored curtains, soothing essential oils, or gentle morning music. These small elements have a big impact on mood and daily energy. Don't forget, your home is the place you return to each day. When it's tidy, airy, and cozy, you'll feel you have a true sanctuary, a place where you can be yourself, rest, and heal. A clean environment not only reduces the risk of falls or illness, but also soothes the mind, helping you feel more at ease and confident. And once your space is refreshed, your mind will feel organized too. You'll gain clarity on what truly matters and what brings you joy. That's when maintaining a clear daily routine, instead of letting days slip by in chaos, becomes much more attainable, and that will be the topic we'll explore next. One of the most challenging parts of living alone, especially in later life, is the feeling that time passes without an anchor. There's no more work schedule, no children running around, no fixed appointments throughout the day. If you're not paying attention, the days can blur together until you're unsure whether it's Monday or Friday. That quiet drift can lead to a deep sense of disconnection. Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning and had no idea what you were going to do that day, or found yourself skipping meals because you didn't feel hungry, having barely moved all day? The familiar cues that once gave structure to your daily life slowly fade when you no longer follow a routine, and this can lead not only to boredom, but to real impacts on your physical and mental health. According to the U.S. National Institute on Aging, NIA, older adults who maintain a regular daily routine tend to have sharper mental clarity, better sleep quality, and a lower risk of dementia. A stable rhythm also helps reduce anxiety, fosters a sense of control, and keeps the brain engaged. The solution is simple but powerful. Establish a daily routine and structured schedule. You don't need to plan your day with military precision, but having set times for basic activities like meals, sleep, exercise, rest, and recreation can bring rhythm back into your life. For example, wake up at 7 a.m., breakfast at 7:30, take a walk at 8, read or do chores in the morning, lunch at 12 o'clock, rest at 1 o'clock p.m., light activity in the afternoon, dinner at 6 o'clock, and go to bed at 10 p.m. In addition to essentials, build in emotional anchors, small things you can look forward to each day. A call with your grandkids on Wednesdays, an online painting class on Fridays, or a relaxing coffee break each afternoon. These small but consistent events give your day direction and purpose, rather than letting it simply pass by. Don't forget to use memory aids like wall calendars, noteboards, smartphones, or reminder apps. Each morning, seeing your schedule laid out helps you mentally prepare for the day and gives you clear goals to pursue. If you often lose track of time, try linking activities with natural cues in the day. For instance, go for a walk after sunrise, listen to soft music after lunch, or write in your journal as twilight settles in. This approach not only makes things easier to remember, but also reconnects you with the natural flow of life. Also, be flexible and allow yourself to adjust your schedule according to your mood and health. A routine isn't meant to restrict you. It's a foundation that gives you the power to choose. If you're tired, rest. If you're energized, add in something fun. What matters most is returning to your familiar structure, so you don't drift into the uncertainty of unstructured time. A life with routine isn't boring. On the contrary, it offers the stability you need to truly savor each moment, from your morning cup of tea to a quiet evening sunset. When you take control of your time, you also take charge of your emotions and overall quality of life. And after everything we've covered, from social connection, healthcare, safety, building positive habits, to rediscovering a sense of purpose, it's the daily structure that ties it all together. It's what helps you not just live longer, but live more meaningfully each and every day. Thank you for taking the time to stay with me until the end. The fact that you're still here shows that you truly care about the quality of your life, not just about living longer, but about living fully, meaningfully, joyfully, and with connection. Together, we've explored 9 essential aspects that every older adult living alone should pay attention to. from maintaining relationships, caring for both physical and mental health, ensuring a safe living environment, sustaining healthy habits, easing the burden of home upkeep, rediscovering purpose, being willing to ask for help, keeping a tidy space, to taking charge of your time. None of these are rules. They are opportunities. Opportunities to live more lightly, more freely, and more joyfully each day. I'd love to hear from you. Of the 9 things we discussed, which one spoke to you the most? Which ones have you already practiced? Feel free to share your thoughts, stories, or questions in the comments, because something you share might help someone else feel a little less alone on their own journey. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to click like and share it with a friend or loved one who may be living alone. Who knows? A small action from you today could be a big inspiration for someone tomorrow. I hope this won't be the last time we meet. Be sure to subscribe so we can continue exploring deeper, more relatable, and practical topics together, all dedicated to empowering independent, older adults. Together, we can build a life that's aging, but never old, simple, but never solitary. It's never too late to start living better, and you are never too alone to be loved, connected, and a source of inspiration to others.